In this video, we're going to try to find the cos inverse of the sine of 4 pi over 3. When we have this kind of problems, it's a composite. So we start from the inside to the outside. That's what we do all the time. Here we can use the unit circle to remember that this angle 4 pi over 3 can be written as pi over 3, because we're gonna see why we have to do this. Okay, so pi over 3 plus pi, it's this angle, which is 4 pi over 3. Okay, here we see that the sine in this case, okay, so it's we know that sine of pi over 3 is the square root of 3 over 2. The sine of 4 pi over 3 is minus square root of 3 over 2. Okay, it's this value. But since we want to evaluate the cosine inverse, we shift this one here, okay, the minus square root of 3 over 2. Okay, and therefore our problem is find the cos inverse of minus square root of 3 over 2. Here we see that we can have two angles, this first one and this second one. Both of them, if we call this one theta, we see that the cosine of theta is minus square root of 3 over 2. Okay, we have this angle here that we're gonna call theta, and this second one. But for the cos inverse, any angle has to be in 0 pi. That means we're gonna keep only this angle here. Okay, this is my angle that I'm gonna call theta. Okay, to find my theta, I need to remember that the cosine of pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 2. So to get the minus sign, I have the cosine of pi minus pi over 6. Okay, so I move it to this side to get the minus. Okay, and if I compute this one, I'm gonna get cosine of 5 pi over 6. But here, I'm gonna have the minus square root of 3 over 2. That means the cosine inverse of minus square root of 3 over 2 is 5 pi over 6. And I check one more time. Is this one in 0 pi? Yes. That means here my solution is 5 pi over 6. And this is the solution. This is one way. We can do it another way. Here, the cosine inverse of the sine of 4 pi over 3 is equal to some alpha. But alpha has to be in 0 pi. Let's impose this condition, and with that we can take this the cosine, okay, of both sides. Therefore we have sine of 4 pi over 3 is equal to cosine alpha. Okay, and once we do that, to solve this equation, okay, we need to have the cosine here. And this happens when the cosine of pi over 2 minus 4 pi over 3 is equal to cosine alpha. Okay, I need to shift by pi over 2. This gives me the cosine of minus 5 pi over 6. But since the cosine is even, I have the cosine 5 pi over 6. Okay, and remembering my condition that alpha has to be in 0 pi, therefore I have alpha is 5 pi over 6. Okay, and this is the value that I'm looking for. Okay, And this solves my question, okay? Remember that the cosine inverse has values on 0 pi. That's why we impose this condition here, this one here, okay? And this solves my question.